All right, because you put so much time and effort into it, give me your number 10.
Okay, here we go. Number 10, Luis Robles.
Fair. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that. I'm
I
okay with that.
honestly, I almost didn't put him. I almost had him as an honorable mention. But if he was going to be an honorable mention, he would have been number 11, as kind of between him and Stephen Fry. Robles has phenomenal stats when it comes to wins and clean sheets. And I think and his obviously three supporter shields was, I think, the highest on my list. I mean, I only gave them the points if I put them on my top 10 list. So I may have missed like an occasional supporter shield or cup for someone. But it's likely that they probably didn't play much if they did win it. But Robles having three, I believe, was the highest on my list, which should definitely be considered, especially because supporter shield, unless we're talking about Atlanta, is the more important trophy. He also had a goalkeeper of the year, although I will say that I don't think it was the strongest year from a goalkeeper that year. But at the end of the day, he has a goalkeeper of the year. He rated pretty good in points for me. Points wise, he was outside the top 10, but considering he had a few less seasons than some other people, and considering how many trophies he won, I bumped him in there at the 10 spot.
I am not going to go too deep into it because I have him a little bit later on. Um, there is something there that I think you may have overlooked. One of the things that I held with a little bit more weight is over the time that they were in the league, how long were they at the top? And I'll explain that kind of as I get into it. So my number 10 is somebody you put in your honorable mentions, Matt Reese. So New England, LA Galaxy, 15 years in MLS, won an MLS Cup, Supporter Shield twice as a member of the very strong 2000 Galaxy team, whether he was, splitting time, all time, sometime, whatever. US Open Cup in '07 with New England, which he definitely was a part of. 309 total games, middle of the pack in clean sheet percentage. Over his 84 clean sheets, it gave him a 27.8 percentage. So that's 16th out of the 30 that I looked at. Does have a 20% PK save rate. Pretty cool. Seventh in total saves and fifth in saves percentage is what bumped him into that category for me over the likes of Ricketts or Fry. So it's not like he had a high save percentage with no shots on him. I mean, he was seeing lots and lots of shots, making lots and lots of saves. So um, the big thing was how often were they in that goalkeeper of the year voting, runner up, third place, whatever. So he did have two runners up, two third places, and a fourth place. But because he never got himself the award and his save or his clean sheet percentage was kind of it knocked him down a little bit for me. But he is one of my favorite goalkeepers in MLS, so I'm happy I could get him on the list there. But I think 10 is a good spot.
I knew you would get him on the list because you've said before that he is one of your favorites, and I know that
There's no bias in this
you're
list.
just gonna put your favorites on the
There's
list.
no
I already
bias in
know.
this list.
I'm waiting for one name to go on this list, and then we're gonna have some stark debate on that one.